Up next, a massive track in Michigan provides a big-time challenge as we clear the clutter in the points battle. Who's the world's greatest snowcross racer? Find out next on AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, powered by Ram. Hello everybody, welcome to Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, site for round 12 of AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, powered by Ram. These are the Ram Truck Nationals, and we're about to go racing in a few moments here. Great racetrack, a fantastic amount of fans on hand, and Carly Applin, Mike Schroeder. My name is Chris Hockey, bringing you coverage this afternoon of the greatest racers on the planet. Let's take a look at what happened in round 11 on this same racetrack.
So now let's set it. It's Narsa, it's Lemieux, and it's Hibbert right now in second. Peter Narsa right now trying to do the impossible to try to keep the T-Train behind him. T-Train to the outside. Peter Narsa over the AMSOIL finish line in the lead for now, but here comes Tucker.
Oh, not right there.
Not showing a lot of patience as we're used to seeing out of Tucker Hibbert. He'll make the move early here and try to get around Peter Narsa as they bump and bang as they head for the the Air Force flyaway. Tucker Hibbert takes the lead. Up front, it's Tucker Hibbert, a 3.3 second lead over Adam Renheim. Not really running away and hiding right now, but it's more of the same out of the T-Train. The dominant driver of his generation is doing it again. He's smooth when he needs to be. He's aggressive when he's got to be. He's patient, and he's always fast. He's out of the Ram turn for the final time. The flames in the air with the checkered flag. Tucker Hibbert has done it again here in Michigan.
So Tucker made this big old racetrack look easy, and that leads to the points looking something like this after 11 rounds.
He continues to put more points between he and the rest of the field. It's just a matter of time before he's going to lock this championship up. But you can see that the rest of the drivers there in the top 5, 6, 7 spots, they got a battle going on.
Including Lincoln Lemieux, our fifth in the points, who's with Carly Applin right now.
Let's talk about the heat races in the last round. You got into a bit of a tangle with your teammate, and I know you came off and had some words with him. Tell us what happened out there and then the conversation after.
Actually, we really didn't talk much. I knew nothing good was going to come out of yelling at each other, even if we wanted to. So, you know, the only thing I got out of it was I need to go faster and just try to beat those guys. So.
You're constantly battling for a podium spot out there. You're having a great season. Unfortunately, a mechanical, it looked like last night, took you out in the final. What happened in the final in the last round?
Yeah, I was like halfway through. I just kind of went through the whoops and I almost endoed, and I just kind of held it wide open and just broke a ring in the piston. So hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. Hopefully it's a good night tonight.
Smile on your face. Again, today is a new day. What's your approach to this race tonight?
Just go faster than I did yesterday. We got the sled working really good for the final, and the shocks were working really good. So, you know, we're starting in a good place today. Hopefully we can improve a little bit and hopefully get on top of the box.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Great young racers in our sport, Lincoln Lemieux. And speaking of young racers, let's take a look at what happened in the Pro Light division in round 11.
And they're racing in Michigan. 15 sleds into turn one. Jess got the stud boy hole shot, but the race is on between Ishuel and Montana Jess at the top of the hill. Look at this race. The top three, you can throw a blanket on them. Over the Air Force flyaway goes your points leader and your leader in the feature. That's Montana Jess. Ishuel looks to the extreme inside. Can't make the move there. Ishuel into the lead in that Ram turn, and across the AMSOIL finish line goes Elias Ishuel. No doubt that he's fast. Elias Ishuel has been fast everywhere we've went. Can he stay on the sled? You learn to be patient. You learn to win the old-fashioned way. The white flag is in the air for the Rocket, Elliot Ishuel. He has been so fast all day, and he is almost to the winner's circle. Out of the Ram turn, headed for the flames. The checkers in the air for the Rocket. Elias Ishuel has won in Michigan.
Mike, I can't wait to see what the future holds for Elias Ischel. Here's what the point standings look like right now.
It'd be interesting to see what would have happened if he wouldn't have been out that Fargo race, what the points would have been like. Montana just still on top, able to put a little more distance between he and Jake Angove and the rest of the field. There's some real battles going on here in pro life.
So that was round 11. Let's get round 12 started when we come back from this break. It's AMSOIL Championship Snocross powered by Ram from Mount Pleasant, Michigan on the CBS Sports Network.
AMSOIL Championship Snocross on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Ram. Guts, glory, Ram. By GoPro, be a hero. And by Arctic Cat, share our passion.
These are the fastest ladies on the snow. The Pro-Am women of AMSOIL Championship Snocross powered by Ram. We caught up with the Pro-Am women earlier as they were meeting and greeting some of their fans at the ISOC autograph session.
The greatest racers on the snow, male and female, on hand here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan for the Ram Truck Nationals. We've got a great racetrack for round 12. Let's take our GoPro lap of the day, Mike.
Watch closely. It's a very demanding track as we take and leave right transition. Weather currently 43 degrees, winds out of the southwest at 9 miles an hour. You go over that AMSOIL finish line, then a hard right-hander. It's got a couple of lines, but very demanding. Then you go up to what we're calling the Talladega Corner. Big sweeper, but throughout the day it's going to develop some ruts and holes. The downhill, very rhythmic. You've got to watch where you're going. Now, the other thing that's going to challenge these drivers on the racetrack is the snow conditions. As we move to the back part of the racetrack, there's a double. You can double up again. If they want to be bold, they can try triple here or double into the corner. As we said, the snow conditions real challenging. There's going to be a lot of roost on this racetrack, and that's a GoPro lap of the day.
Let's get to racing, but first, let's look at the injuries in this class. There's a lot.
Tough racing injuries in that pro class. Cody Cam out for the year with his shoulder. Cody Thompson, Logan Christian just in round 11 out with an elbow injury. Justin Broberg, Dave Jonas, Trevor Layton, both of those out for the rest of the season. It's been a tough year.
Well, we hate to see it, but we've still got some great racers here, including the ones in this Pro Open qualifier.
Well, you look at this qualifier and you go, you sure this isn't a final? Hibbert, Tremblay, Narso, Lemieux, Renheim, Pauline, Ross Martin, and Corey Watkinson. What a heat.
And they're racing in Michigan.
Boy, Tucker pulled back hard.
I'll tell you.
Didn't get anything.
Peter Narsa with the stud boy hole shot again here in round 12.
Look at Lemieux. Lemieux shot to the outside, but he's not finding any room to work, and Kyle Pauline tried to sneak in there too.
And Tucker Hibbert way in the back, and there's Kyle Pauline again. Pauline ran away and hid in his first qualifier tonight. And here he is on the Air Force flyaway way out front already again.
Kyle Pauline, your leader. Then it's going to be Adam Renheim. And then it's Ross Martin, and right alongside him, Lincoln Lemieux. Man, there's some big battles going on out there.
But there is your leader with 8 laps to go. He's a man from Michigan himself, and he's dominating here in Michigan tonight.
Tucker Hibbert in 8th place. Last place, Hibbert trying to make some ground up and get around some sleds.
Look at that battle going on in the back, and there's Tucker, and there's Tremblay. But there's Kyle Pauline. Over the Air Force flyaway, here comes Kyle Pauline. Wow, very smooth and very fast for Kyle Pauline tonight. There's Tucker Hibbert. We'll tell you where he's setting in the scoring in just a moment.
He got around Corey Watkinson, so he should probably be in about 7th place.
Look at the roost he is eating back there over the AMSOIL finish line. Here's the order. Pauline, Renheim, Tremblay, Ross Martin in 4th, Lincoln Lemieux, Peter Narsa, Tucker Hibbert in 7th, and Corey Watkinson in 8th.
Good battle at the top of the Talladega turn. They are all bunched up. Man, there's not much between any of these sleds. They are very, very tight racing.
Mike, would you say the starts are important here in Michigan this weekend?
I don't care which racetrack you go to, starts are always important. And these teams all say that. You know, it's so important to get a good start.
And there is your leader. We call him Senior Smiley, and tonight has been his night.
round 12 of AMSOIL Championship Snowcross. We have seen Kyle Pauline shot out of a cannon. Look at that move.
Oh, that was Tremblay tried to go underneath Adam
Renheim, and
Renheim.
he got him, Mike. What
Boy,
a move.
a slide move. Didn't touch him, just slid right underneath him.
And he is the fastest guy on the racetrack right now, lap speed time. So Tim Tremblay has got 6 laps to try to reel in Kyle Pauline.
Yeah, he ran a 37.4. Pauline's got the fastest lap with a 36.6, but right now, there's Renheim trying to make up some ground. And
That was your battle?
Get battle for second and third.
Now look at Tucker Hibbert, looks to the inside of Lincoln Lemieux, the battle back there for 5th. We have 4.5 laps to go, and can Tucker Hibbert make up any more space?
Let me throw another twist into this. Because of the number of drivers, only 9 go to the final from the qualifiers. Have you ever seen Tucker Hibbert in an LCQ?
Absolutely, I have not. And we could see it tonight, unless he does a Tucker Hibbert here in the last 4 laps of this race, which is absolutely possible. They come out of the Ram turn. That's the 837, and that is Ross Martin. Then Lincoln Lemieux and Tucker Hibbert. The battle continues to rage as Kyle Pauline continues to run away and hide.
Hibbert tried to find a line around that corner to move up, wasn't able to do so.
Look at that.
There's Hibbert. Look at, he's behind 3 sleds. He's behind Ross Martin and then Lincoln Lemieux. And Hibbert just eating roost.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Lemieux almost off his sled after he ran into the back of Ross Martin. He hangs onto it, and they drag race over the Air Force flyaway.
Martin on the outside. Look at Lemieux shoot to the inside. Who's going to come out there? Look at Lemieux, looks over his shoulder, doesn't want to make contact. Good, clean racing. It's still Martin that is up there in 4th place.
3 laps to go. It's Pauline Tremblay.
Here comes Hibbert. Hibbert
Martin,
charging.
and here comes Hibbert.
Hibbert trying to get around, and I think he did get around Lincoln Lemieux, so that will move him up into 5th place.
Let's go down to Carly Applin. She's right by the racetrack. Carly.
Fans, watch as these racers take the jumps. It's their opportunity to wipe their goggles free of the roost that's flying and sticking on their eyes. Again, a testament to how important that hole shot really is. They don't want to get stuck in the back of the pack like Tucker Hibbert is right now. We rarely see him fighting for that top spot, but he has to. And the roost, of course, the snow wet and heavy tonight, getting stuck in the goggles, the moisture a factor as well. So watch them as they wipe it away all night.
Great point, Kylie. I tell you, he got into 4th, but look at the battle for the lead. Here comes Tim Tremblay. It's Kyle Pauline and Tim Tremblay with 2 laps to go. The battle for the lead is on.
These guys have done battle before, too. Strong competitors. Look at Pauline on the outside, Tremblay underneath.
Tremblay takes the lead.
Gonna have to try counter underneath. Now, what's Kyle do here? Does he try to rail around outside? Nope, he followed him into the corner. He may have been better going outside and trying to carry more speed.
Tim Tremblay has been on a rail this heat. I'll tell you what, we watched him go from 3rd to 2nd, and now he's in the lead, and he's got 1 lap to go.
Speaking of laps, fastest lap on the racetrack, just a lap ago. Tucker Hibbert a 36.4.
Here comes Tim Tremblay into the Ram turn for the final time. And he'll head for the AMSOIL finish line on the AMSOIL sled that checkers away. Tim Tremblay wins this Pro Open qualifier. Kyle Pauline will come across in 2nd. Adam Renheim in 3rd. There's Tucker Hibbert. He'll come across in 4th. And Lincoln Lemieux in 5th.
Ross Martin will end up 7th. Then Narsa and Watkinson. That's the way the field ends up.
We'll get a chance to talk to our winner, Tim Tremblay, after a short break. This is AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, powered by Ram on the CBS Sports Network. Racing in Michigan. Pauline ran away and hid in his first qualifier tonight. And here he is on the Air Force flyaway way out front already again. And there is your leader. We call him Senior Smiley, and tonight has been his night. Here comes Tim Tremblay. It's Kyle Pauline and Tim Tremblay with 2 laps to go. The battle for the lead is on. Head for the AMSOIL finish line on the AMSOIL sled that checkers away. Tim Tremblay wins this Pro Open qualifier.
Congratulations, Tim Tremblay. Right behind us is where you made that pass. You said you made the choice to take the inside there. Why was that?
Yeah, you know, at the beginning, I think it was faster on the outside, and then I saw I couldn't pass Pauline following him, so I just tried to find a different line, and it worked out good for me.
First here, but we know you're not feeling even 100%. That's got to be hard on the endurance out there.
Yeah, it's really tough, you know, with the illness that I have. I really have a hard time to breathe out there, so you really need like a good cardio out there. So I'm just gonna give my best, and hopefully I have a good final.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Wow, what a run for the former champion, Tim Tremblay. So here is how they finished in that Pro Open qualifier.
Tremblay, a big win, got around Kyle Pauline, Renheim in third. There you see Tucker Hibbert, somewhat of a surprise, fourth place finish. It'll be interesting to see how he qualifies for the final.
We thank you for watching, and we also thank you for following along on all of our social media outlets, including Twitter. Let's look at some of these pictures tweeted out to us from Lisa Marsalek right there. Here's one from Joel Zamansky as well. Go ahead and tweet us. Use all the social media at Snocross on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, YouTube as well. We'd love to hear from you. The Pro Light Final is next from Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. The Ram Truck Nationals will be right back on the CBS Sports Network. Another record crowd on hand, and you see the autograph line here meeting some of their favorite racers in AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, powered by Ram. The Ram Truck Nationals presented by Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Mike Schroeder, Carly Applin, my name is Chris Hockey, and we're getting ready for the Pro Light Final. Before we do that, let's meet one of our favorite teams, K2 Motorsports, and take a look at their trailer.
All of our tools takes a lot to keep everything maintained. Some general parts for the snowmobiles. This side's more of our clutch and shock area, specialty tools and such like that. Normal morning BS back here. Who's the biggest BSer? Does anybody know Jeff? Jeff K2, team owner, the guy that makes all this happen. This is the Riders Lounge, where the boys in between, after, before races, can prep, relax, do whatever they have to do to get ready for their next round. Behind us now is, our general lounge for friends, family, the team. Racing is always number one and serious, but the atmosphere in this trailer, I do believe, is second to none. It's always positive, more team camaraderie, and just being a bigger, better team with more tools.
And thanks a lot for giving us access to your trailer. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Pro Light Final.
All the big point getters up towards the top of this qualifying list. Ty Fair, Eschol, Bedham. You see Montana Jess there, your points leader, in fourth. And Angove qualifying eighth. This is going to be a great front row.
There's the back row, Kyle Rao, Nick Patton, and down by the starting line is Carly Applin.
You guys, consistency is the key to a championship in the Pro Light class. Montana Jess has been consistently great this season, but as you can see, he has had 8 podium finishes, but they are second and third places. He has yet to see a first place. Again, what you're seeing right now are all of those finishes for him. Consistently great this season, but he's still chasing that first on the podium, hoping to get that tonight. He did tell me he just wishes the season could end right now and take home that championship as he sits number 1 in points.
Wow, that's a great report, and that stat kind of says it all. But consistency wins championships. There's no doubt about it. We say it all the time. Montana Jess has been consistent all year long. Here we are in round 12. It's in the starters' hands. Oh no, they are green. I thought somebody jumped. We didn't break the lights, so we are racing into turn 1.
Look at Angove. Angove got pushed way to the outside.
Daniel Benham with the stud boy hole shot. Up the hill they go.
Benham railing around. Everybody in pursuit. Look at Eschol. Eschol sitting in third.
Look at that battle right there. Here comes the rocket.
We've talked about sometimes he races patiently. I don't think so tonight. He wants to get up front right away.
We said it a moment ago. Montana Jess has not won a feature this year. He's the man on the point right now.
And Eschol right behind him, and then it's Benham. Those are your top 3. Going across the AMSOIL finish line, it's still Jess, Eschol, Benham, George, Corbin Anderson in 5th, Tyler Adams. And look where Jake Angove is. Jake Angove in 12th place.
And the battle rages for second, and the rocket has his sights set on your leader. 12 laps to go in the Pro Light Final, and Montana Jess is the man on the point for now.
Watch Eschol. He's going to go big here.
Eschel, nope, was very patient there. I thought he'd launch big and try to take a pass there, but did not happen. So it's still Montana Jess out front. Eschel in second, Daniel Benham in third, George and Anderson. We keep an eye on Ty Fair and also on Angove. Ty Fair in 9th, Angove still in 12th.
Look at this. Right now, Montana Jess is running a flawless race, and Eschel is trying every line on the track to reel him in. He can't do it right now, Mike.
You know, talking about Montana Jess and what you said about him wanting to get a win, just think of the monkey that would be off his back. He would go into these last two races feeling a lot more comfortable, but I'll tell you what, Elias is not going to make it easy for him.
He's not comfortable right now. Here comes the rocket to the outside. Jess on the inside. They drag race up the hill.
Elias tried to get position. Watch him as he's going to probably try cut underneath there. Tries to set him up.
Oh, he got him.
Yes, he did, and that was picture perfect. Elias never got close to that sled, just made the pass down underneath. That was a great racing move.
The rocket Elliott Eschel doesn't like this. It's Elias Eschel into the lead by a swoop move underneath Montana Jess. A picture perfect move. You said it, Mike. That couldn't have been done better.
Oh, it was just very, very smooth. Good thought out pass. Now we need to watch the rocket to see if he just kind of notches it back just a bit, stays out front, makes good rounds around this racetrack. We've seen him just kind of be all over and almost off his sled a couple of times in earlier qualifying. He's looking good right now.
The people in Warner Racing are cheering, but you can believe they're chewing their fingernails as well.
They got their fingers crossed, trust me.
Elias Eschel is the rocket, and you see why they call him that right now. Heads out of the ram turn, over the AMSOIL finish line. 8 laps to go for Elias Eschel.
Montana Jess still in second.
Cole Couture off his sled.
Off his sled right in front of us here.
He was in 7th before that accident.
Yellow comes out, everybody checking up. Cole making sure nobody going to hit him.
Let's see what happened here, Mike. Here comes Couture right there.
Oh, he's just off camber.
Oh, look at that. He almost saved it.
He did. That was almost a Jacob Urich.
Let's go down to Carly Applin. Carly.
Cole Couture having a tough time in that backstretch. You know, the triple back there, the riders are saying because of the consistency of the snow being so tacky and so wet and heavy tonight, they're having a hard time finding traction going over that triple, so they've got to pin it to gain momentum to hit over it. Cole Couture told me earlier he was out having a really hard time finding rhythm in that triple, so unfortunately tonight it looked like it hit him again.
Thanks, Carly. You know, Mike, it's so funny. When a racer talks about something like that, that means it's in their head. Oftentimes it bites them.
It is. You know, and once it gets in your head, chances are it's going to jump up and get you, like you said. Cole back on his sled, makes some more laps around here. Going to fall back to 14th, but you have to remember that he's a rookie in this
Pro Light class. That's true. Didn't think about that.
That's a big learning curve for him right there.
Elias Eschel right now is the man on the point with 6 laps to go. And the lead is almost 5 seconds for the Rocket. Dealing with some lap traffic at the top of the hill. And down the hill he comes.
Montana Jess still behind him, like you said, about 4.5, 5 seconds. He's got, Montana Jess has got about 1.5 seconds on Benham. Still looking for Ty Fair. He's in 7th, and Angove now has moved up to 8th.
There's Montana Jess. Again, he's your points leader. What he doesn't know is that Angove is all the way back in 8th. What he doesn't know is that the points lead is going to grow after this race. He continues to rail through this turn. You know he wants that win, but the consistency continues to go for Montana Jess.
You know, and Elias made the comment in round 11 on the podium, and we talked about that too. If it wouldn't have been for the week that he was out in Fargo after his injury in Duluth, this whole picture of points in Pro Light Championships may be different.
There's Montana Jess, and right behind him is Daniel Benham. That's the battle for second. Big air for Jess and for Benham into that ram turn. As they hit the AMSOIL finish line out of the ram turn, there'll be 4 laps to go in this Pro Light final. Into the FXR turn.
Yeah, just about 6.5 seconds out of the lead. He's still got about 1.5 seconds on Benham. That's what's key right now, is that he just keeps riding smooth, finding his lines, trying to keep Benham and the rest of the field behind him.
That was a rough landing for Jess. Not a good section for Montana. A sled off right there and dead in the middle of that turn. That's not a good spot to be.
Nope, back through the U.S. Air Force flyaway. There you see your race leader. That's Ishuel.
Into the ram turn, Ishuel. 3 laps to go as your leader. Through the FXR turn, and now up the hill he goes into lap traffic.
Watch him as he goes up here. Just going to let the traffic move around him. I would say that he's not going to try passing this part of the racetrack.
The country of Norway continues to celebrate their 17-year-old phenom.
I was going to say they're pretty happy in Opdal right now.
Over the Air Force flyaway, Elias Ishuel. He'll make his way to the ram turn in this Ram Trucks Nationals, and there'll be 2 laps to go when he hits the AMSOIL finish line.
Gets by a lapper there. He's going to stay outside.
Riding the very edge as always.
Hey, you pay for it all. You might as well use it all, right?
Montana Jess in second, and Daniel Benham now only a 1.5 seconds behind Montana Jess for that second spot. But there is your leader, and there's the battle for second. And he's caught him even more now, Mike.
He has. Jess comes down the downhill. He'll make that big left-hander, head through the Air Force flyaway. Let's watch them as they go through here. There's Jess.
Just a little over a lap to go.
Benham, Michael George right behind him, too. I think that's all tightened up in the front part of the race.
The white flag is up for Elias Ishuel. Oh no! Did Montana Jess hang on to it? Just barely. Wow, that was a close one for your second place rider right there. Here comes Ishuel. A look over his shoulders. He heads down the hill. Into the Polaris turn for the final time.
1 time left. You know you got 5 seconds here, buddy. Just take him, double it up. Now double down into the corner. Nice and easy.
The
Bring
Rockets.
it around and it's going to be yours.
Into the ramp turn. The Flames await the Rocket. Elias Ishuel has won in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. The Pro Light final is in the books. Montana Jess will take second, and Daniel Benham will take third. Michael George will come across in fourth, and Corbin Anderson will hang on for fifth. The Pro Light final is in the books. We'll come back and talk to our winner right after this. This is AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, powered by Ram on the CBS Sports Network. They are green. I thought somebody jumped. We didn't break the light, so we are racing into turn 1. Right now, Montana Jess is running a flawless race, and Ishuel is trying every line on the track to reel him in. He can't do it right now, Mike. Oh, you got him.
Yes, he did, and that was picture perfect. Elias never got close to that sled, just made the pass down underneath.
The Flames await the Rocket. Elias Ishuel has won in Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Elias, congratulations. You came off of a tough qualifier, though, to go into this race. Talk about what happened there.
Yeah, the track is rough, and it's difficult to find good lines out there. And Jake came under me, and both of us crashed. I could pass him, but he came. Yeah, he tried to pass me, and then he take us both out. And yeah, in the final it was
a sweep of it here in Michigan for you. You got to be feeling so good right now.
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't know what I can say, but thank you, everybody.
Congratulations on the first.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thanks, Carly. Congratulations again to the Rocket. He's done it again. Another great Pro Light final, and here's how they finished, Mike.
Ishuel able to get around everyone, takes the win. Montana Jess in second, doing what he needs to do, just being patient and being up towards the top.
Yeah, the point standings look like this, and as you said, Montana Jess, I'll tell you, he is really doing exactly what a champion needs to do. And that means all that's left to do is get the big dogs on the racetrack. The AMSOIL Pro Open Final is next. This is AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, powered by Ram on the CBS Sports Network.
AMSOIL Championship Snowcross on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Polaris, Terrain Domination, by FXR, world-class outwear, and by AMSOIL, the first in synthetics.
And welcome back to Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Site for round 12 of AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, powered by Ram. The Ram Truck Nationals on a fantastic racetrack here at Soaring Eagle. The AMSOIL Pro Open Final is up next. Carly Applin, Mike Schroeder. My name is Chris Hockey, bringing you coverage of a rad racetrack. Here's our starting lineup for the AMSOIL Pro Open. Here you go, Mike.
Kyle Pauline, qualifying number 1. Had to work at that. Didn't have a good round 11. Hopes to do better here. You see Tremblay. The interesting thing, Tucker Hibbert qualifying 8th, Ross Martin 9th. But because of the inversion of lining up in the front row, Ross Martin gets that number 1 spot, Tucker number 2.
And here we go. 15 sleds on the starting line in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And they're racing in Michigan. Into the turn they go, and it's Narsa and Hibbert.
Hibbert on the inside of the track. Narsa takes the lead early on.
And Peter Narsa takes the stud boy hole shot,
He
Mike.
does. And look at Hibbert right behind him. Hibbert already ducking down. He's only got 1 sled ahead of him. Just think of what these guys back further in the field, the roots that they're catching. It's Narsa, Hibbert, Lemieux in 3rd, then Tremblay, Patton, and Kyle Pauline in 6th.
Peter Narsa is running away the best he can. The 54 came through the LCQ, and right now he's on the point.
Hibbert's going to work outside. Narsa staying inside. Lemieux right there, too. Lemieux trying to make up some ground and take and battle Tucker Hibbert.
So Narsa leads lap number 1 in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Tucker Hibbert right on his tail. The battle for 3rd between Lemieux and Springer shaping up right now.
Yeah, Springer's moved up, as is Ross Martin. Martin sitting at 5th.
Oh no, Narsa got really squirrely there and lost some time to the T-train. And Hibbert squirrely coming down the hill, Mike.
You know, the snow is such that coming down, it could be that you're getting a little side wash on that downhill. Be fun to watch to see how it develops, but Tucker right now starting to reel in Peter Narsa.
Mike, we expected to see this battle all year long before Peter Narsa got hurt. He was so fast, competing so much with Tucker Hibbert early on, and now he's doing it again here in Michigan.
And the question is, though, how is his health? I mean, has he got enough drive, enough stamina to stay out in front of Tucker Hibbert, and for how long?
The inside line for Narsa. Tucker Hibbert, the T-Train, the 9-time champion, behind him in 2nd as they come down the hill.
1.2 seconds it was last time by. Here they are through the U.S. Air Force flyaway, and here comes T-Train. T-Train going to the outside. Watch him, and that's the line he's been taking around that corner most times, that Ram corner.
He'll try to make the move in the Ram truck turn. Can't do it there over the AMSOIL finish line.
Still Narsa out in front, now only about 0.6 of a second. That means you blink your eyes and it could be a new leader. Tucker going to try inside here in the top part of the hill. Oh, and a little stumble, you say.
So Tucker is the picture of confidence, of patience. But how long can he wait? 14 laps to go, and Peter Narsa's the man on the point.
He's in a position right now where he's not taking too much risk. He's trying to use a different line than what Peter Narsa is. Narsa inside. Tucker is like the outside line just about every lap. Then he comes back down underneath. That's where he starts eating some of the roost.
Over the AMSOIL finish line, 13 laps to go, and the T-Train tries to make a move again.
He was hoping to be close enough that he could try to get underneath him there. It didn't happen. Look at Tucker right away, goes to the outside so that he doesn't get all the roost.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, is that hole developing. We're going to have to keep an eye on that one.
Here comes Tucker.
That almost took Narsa for a ride.
We got a new leader.
Yeah.
Tucker Hibbert goes inside and takes the lead over the Air Force flyaway.
Boy, that was due to 2 things. Tucker's great driving, but Narsa just ended up in that hole and scrubbed off a lot of his downhill momentum. Tough break for the driver on the 54 Polaris.
Let's take a look at how it happened in that turn, Mike.
So he's on the top side of the hill. Look at Tucker tries to come underneath.
Good clean move. Aggressive, but it worked.
Yep.
And Tucker Hibbert is back on the point again. So this time around, having a couple of bad heat races really worked out to his advantage, Mike. A good starting spot, and now he got a great start, and he's way out front now.
He does. Tucker Hibbert goes back through the back part of the racetrack, through that Ram turn, and he starts clicking off laps here.
Over the AMSOIL finish line, 11 laps to go now for the T-Train.
You see them racing uphill. Let's go through the order. It's Hibbert out front, Narsa in 2nd, Lemieux, Ryan Springer, then Martin, Corentad, Renheim, Tremblay, Watkinson, and Zach Patton. Kyle Pauline all the way back in 12th place.
There's Lincoln Lemieux currently in third. Lincoln's had a very good weekend, and here in round 12, he's been very fast. Lemieux wants to stay right there or try to reel in a couple of more spots, but the podium is the top 3, and that's very important in our sport. And right now, he's got his sights set on Peter Narsa.
Yeah, he's got about 3 seconds on Ryan Springer, and he's about a second behind Peter Narsa, so he's pushing hard.
A great run for Ryan Springer back there in 4th in his rookie year. At the top of the hill, you see it right there. There's Tucker, there's Peter, and there's Lincoln Lemieux.
You've seen Lincoln just slide that sled around. He made that comment in an interview earlier that you can kind of do that with these snow conditions. Kind of muscle it around. It's kind of like racing on a greasy racetrack in NASCAR.
Lemieux looks to the outside of Narsa, and the battle for second continues to get hotter and hotter. Over the AMSOIL finish line, 9 laps to go in this AMSOIL Pro Open final.
8/10 of a second is what Narsa's got on Lemieux. So Lemieux is faster, almost a half second faster that last lap. He is reeling in Peter Narsa.
Wow, you saw for a second there Tucker Hibbert with a hard bobble coming down that hill. But Narsa and Lemieux continue to battle as we go down to Carly Applin. Carly.
Guys, the track is getting more and more rough as the racers go by with each lap. Tucker Hibbert taking the outside line right behind me. We've seen him take the inside line many times. He is one rider with so much experience that he can change the line in a split second. Again, we saw him take the inside a couple times because he knew that would be faster. Peter Narsa just behind him, wiping away his goggles with all of the roost. All those riders going to battle visibility tonight and have to pick a line with the least amount of roost.
Wow, thanks, Carly. And we are seeing just a clinic of how to race on a rough racetrack out of Tucker Hibbert. Here comes Lincoln Lemieux.
Lemieux right behind Narsa. He's reeled him in. Goes big down into the corner. Then they take that flyaway section. Now down into that ram turn. Lemieux outside. Watch him try to come down underneath. Oh, I thought he had the line.
Over the AMSOIL finish line, 7 laps to go, and the battle continues for second. Peter Narsa and Lincoln Lemieux. Lemieux to the inside, very rough up the hill. Outside line for Lemieux. He tries to reel in that second spot.
All right, so then we come back to the back part of the racetrack, the Air Force flyaway.
Here comes Lemieux.
That's where he charged hard last time.
This time he'll try the inside line.
He's got the position. Right there.
Takes the spot, but Narsa comes right back. Nope. He can't get it.
Covered the line. That's a great pass by Lincoln Lemieux. No contact, clean racing. Gets by. Now Narsa's got to try to work his way back up to second place.
So now the top 5 is Hibbert, Lemieux, Narsa, Springer, and Ross Martin here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
We go through. It's Corin Todd in 6th, Renheim Tremblay in 8th. Kyle Pauline's worked his way up to 9th, and Watkinson in 10th.
Look at this, Lincoln Lemieux. Lap times, actually right now, running faster lap times than Tucker Hibbert. Lemieux has been fast all weekend, but he is really on a rail right now, Mike.
Tucker's got about 4 seconds on the field, though. Tucker knows that, too. Really the fastest lap out there. Peter Narsa had it early on. A 36.9. Right now, most of these guys running 37.7, 37.8 in that time frame.
And there is your 9-time champion and your current leader, Tucker Hibbert. Started this race in second, found his way around Peter Narsa, and right now finds his way through that ram turn and towards the AMSOIL finish line. We've got 4 laps to go.
Got John Stenberg right in front of him. Stenberg a lapper. Tucker works through the corner on the uphill.
Watch him make it through this turn and see if he gets as squirrely as he did last time right here.
Right there, right there is what, you see how he really slowed down.
Just taking his time.
He is, he knows that's where he had an issue last time. That kicker's really developed, and you've got to watch it closely at the top of that hill.
Even for a racer like the great Tucker Hibbert, every lap, every turn is a danger right now. You have to be very careful, and he knows it. There's the 13 of Lincoln Lemieux. He's in second spot. He'll go into the ram turn as well. He'll head for the AMSOIL finish line. 3 laps to go in this AMSOIL Pro Open feature.
Lemieux shaved a few tenths of a second off of Tucker's lead. was just a couple of tenths faster that last lap time, but them guys running just about identical lap times.
Oof.
There you see him, same thing, almost stopping.
We've got a yellow right there.
Who's that off down there?
But the sled is off, so
I wonder if it wasn't, it looked like a skidoo.
it might have been Pichet, but I'm not sure. We'll find out momentarily. There's the 151. That's Andrew Carlson. Ryan Springer, by the way, on the 541 in fourth, having a great night himself. As we have got 2 laps to go, there's Tucker Hibbert. He's at the very top of the hill. Even heavy roost for the leader out there right now.
Yeah, when you're going to get in lap traffic, you're going to pay the price.
It's only 3.5 seconds right now over Lincoln Lemieux for
I
Tucker,
think that
though.
sled that we talked about that was off the racetrack is Adam Renheim. A tough break for him as he's fallen off the field here.
The white flag will await Tucker Hibbert. He comes out of the Ram turn. The white flag is in the air for the T-Train. 1 lap left in this feature.
All he's got to do is cruise around this racetrack, and it's going to be another win for the number 68 Artie Cat. Winning here at the Ram Truck Snocross National. Of course, Ram, one of his big sponsors. He's got about 5 seconds on Lincoln Lemieux. Lemieux got Narsa covered. Tremblay's moved his way up to 5th, but Tucker looking extremely just calm and patient here.
Over the Air Force flyaway for the final time. Into the Ram turn. Headed for the Amsoil finish line. The flames in the air and the win goes to the T-Train, Tucker Hibbert. Lincoln Lemieux right there will come across. He'll run second. And Peter Narsa will come across and finish third. The T-Train has done it again in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And we'll talk to him right after a short break. It's Amsoil Championship Snowcross powered by Ram on the CBS Sports Network. And they're racing in Michigan. Peter Narsa is running away the best he can. The 54 came through the LCQ, and right now he's on the point. There is the picture of confidence, of patience. But how long can he wait? 14 laps to go, and Peter Narsa's the man on the point. Here comes Tucker.
That almost took Narsa for a ride.
We got a new leader.
Yeah.
Tucker Hibbert goes inside and takes the lead over the Air Force flyaway. And there is your 9-time champion and your current leader, Tucker Hibbert. Headed for the Amsoil finish line. The flames in the air and the win goes to the T-Train, Tucker Hibbert.
Congratulations, Tucker. Another first here in Michigan, but those qualifiers might have been the toughest we've seen from you all season.
Yeah, it was a rough start to the day for sure. You know, we just struggled in qualifying, not getting real great starts, and the snow is so wet out there. It is like unreal when you're getting roosted. I'm so thankful for my Arctic wear gear to keep me dry, but man, hard to see, hard to hang on to the handlebars. Pretty wild night for sure. I'm just happy to get the win, and got to thank God for keeping me safe and getting me through this weekend healthy and happy and blessed in many ways. And the whole team, Monster Energy, Arctic Cat, Ram Truck, Speedworks, Fox Shocks, Stud Boy, Bosch Tools, Arctic Wear, Fly Helmets, Leatt, Digital Ink, C-Tech 2 Oil, Fly Helmets. You know, it's a big team. We're working hard and we're getting results, and I'm real happy.
Congratulations on the first.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you, Carly, and again, congratulations. Tucker Hibbert has done it again. Hibbert, Lemieux, and Narsa, 1, 2, 3 here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. So here's how they finished here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Incredible. Tucker out in front again. Nice run by Lincoln Lemieux and Peter Narsa.
So that leads to the point standings looking like this.
Well, you see Tucker Hibbert 102 points out in front, being that there's 49 points per round. He easily could tie this up, possibly even in Chicago, but there's some great points battles.
Well, speaking of Chicago, that's where we go next. The Hollywood Casino Snowcross National, March 4th and 5th. And then we wrap things up with the Nielsen Snowcross Grand Finale, March 18th through 20th. Where you want to watch us? Of course, the CBS Sports Network. Here's your list of when and where you can watch Amsoil Championship Snowcross, powered by Ram. Keep up with us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, @Snowcross. And don't forget, you can always find the latest in sports information about Snowcross and all your favorite sports at cbssports.com. Scores, highlights, features, and more. For Carly Applin, for Mike Schroeder, my name is Chris Hockey. Thanks for tuning in to Amsoil Championship Snowcross on the CBS Sports Network.